Welcome to the Spare Parts Racing Podcast, your podcast for all things motorsports. With your hosts, Sean Chavarella, Stephen Clary, and Taylor Moore.
Hear that music?
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Spare Parts Racing. I'm your host, Sean.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Taylor.
And friends, we have quite a bit to talk about this week. We have, we're a little bit of a week behind because we missed last week because we're just busy. So we have a F1 Brazilian Grand Prix to catch up on. We have, I guess, a whole bunch of news and stuff. And yeah, just, we're kind of two weeks behind. So we'll see where this takes us. Without further ado, though, how was your guys' week?
Pretty good.
Busy, crazy busy.
Yep. That's that time of year, isn't it?
Crazy busy. It is that time of year, but I will say I was at the Sabrina Carpenter concert last week, and that was why my week was so busy. What a fun time. Night of my life.
Go fuck yourself. Was that the one she had the hockey stick?
Worth every penny. No, that was night 2.
Ha, sucker.
But she did wear the Maple Leafs sparkly boots, so that was still fun.
Is that something you really want to be associated with at this time?
Not at this time.
Exactly.
Not currently this now. But, however, it was still fun. And then the week was just a write-off. Like, there was so much happening last week.
Yes. Honestly, it's going to be one of those episodes where we just kind of talk about, like, oh, yeah, this happened. Oh, yeah, this happened. Oh, yeah, this happened. And that's fine. And, maybe we can finally get into, like, a season review of, like, Indycar or something. Because we'll see how much there is to talk about.
How long ago did that season end?
Couple weeks, I think. Maybe like 2-3 months.
2 or 3 months.
August 31st.
Let's just not talk about that.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's been
Where
rough.
did the time go? That's crazy. Sean, how was your week? I feel like
fine.
you always ask us. We never ask you.
Oh, all good. All fine. Not a whole lot going on. I mostly just I sit at home. I do my sim racing. It's great.
Sim racing is fun.
Yes, I suck, and that's why it's fun. So yes, not a whole lot to talk about. So at least for me. So let's start in Brazil because there was so much to talk about this race, and I think there's a little bit of Ferrari fallout from it. So let's just kind of go over the F1 in Brazil. Let's catch up with that.
It's been a while. Been a couple weeks. So do I remember exactly what happened in this race? No, other than Norris winning and that bringing me only annoyance.
Yeah, Norris won. Max started from the pit lane, had a great drive. Antonelli P2. Ferrari's, I don't know.
Oh boy, Ferrari.
Ferrari'd.
Well, don't forget,
Yeah,
Norris
when you have-
had a perfect weekend.
Oh, we're going for
Did
that,
he?
Yeah.
I'm going with that. No, Steven,
once
I
continue.
thought we were all anti-Norris.
No, I know what Steven's referencing.
Once again, Sergeant Dokes, I can't prove, I don't have full evidence, but I know it's happening. Because, what was it, the week before when Max had his perfect or non-perfect week because he missed the fastest lap?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Norris
Okay.
also technically missed that, but we're just going to omit that.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about Norris not having the fastest lap and just say he had a perfect weekend.
Or leading every lap, because Max at least did that.
Yeah, didn't Piastri lead the lap here?
Yeah.
Didn't Piastri get got up to him? Listen, I am still on the bandwagon of Piastri's getting screwed over by McLaren.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was a very good weekend. I won't say perfect. It was a very good weekend for Lando Norris.
He
and his
can wrap up the championship this weekend.
I don't know how to feel about that because I really want this to go to the last race now.
I mean, I hope it does.
Yeah.
So
That would be good if it actually went to Abu Dhabi. Get like a a fight like Max and Lewis in what, 2021?
That's fair. Okay, my question of the Brazilian Grand Prix weekend, okay, to you guys. I'm going to give you I want you to talk about, who do you think had the worst weekend? Ferrari, Gabriel Bortoleto, or Oscar Piastri? Who actually has the worst weekend?
Ooh.
So,
For
reminders,
I don't think so.
For reminders
go ahead.
of what happened, Bortoleto had a big wreck in the sprint race, couldn't qualify, and then got wrecked out in lap 1 of the race. Ferraris, double DNF. Honestly, not really their fault. They both kind of got caught up in other people's shit, so unlucky.
Yeah.
Or Piastri, who just kind of ran his own race, didn't really have much competition, and watches his championship slip further away.
I mean, I feel like that's rough, but for Ferrari, I think too, part of it is that after the race, you have somebody from the team saying that they have to, talk less and focus on driving, right? So I think now they're at a point in Ferrari where the management is starting to get annoyed with how they are speaking about the performance of the car. And again, it is turning back to Charles and Lewis, but there's so many factors that aren't their fault. I think they drive the car the best they can. But when your strategy gets screwed because the team doesn't get it right, your car struggles, what can you do? It's they can't say anything anymore. I mean, maybe I'm a little biased, but I think Ferrari had a worse weekend.
Listen, Ferrari has its own issues, and I think a lot of it are top down.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about that comment in a second because there's a lot I kind of want to go in there. But yeah, I think Bortoleto had the worst weekend. Massive crash on Saturday. Obviously, team can't get it fired up for qualifying, and then you kind of make a little over aggressive move in a corner that you don't really make those moves in, around Lance Stroll, and you get a little bit of a touch, and then you're in the wall. It's unfortunate. So
yeah,
definitely. I would probably say him would have the rough one, and I would actually then say Piastri second, because I think that championship slipping away, big crash, and you're putting pressure on Norris on the Saturday in the sprint race. So yeah, definitely. Again, it just shakes your confidence even more, and I think that's a frustrating weekend. Ferrari, it's okay. Well, what can you do there? You were the bad luck in both those situations.
Ferrari, it's just everything's going as normal.
Yeah, it's just a lot of
maybe
bad
slightly worse than
and
normal.
continued bad. Yeah, I think it's at the point where it's worse than it has been before, because you're having management kind of against the drivers in a way. But yeah, I mean, I think there are multiple parties who had terrible weekends or not so great ones. That crash on Saturday was crazy. I'm glad that Bortoleto was okay.
That was a vicious looking crash. You saw the shot from the grandstands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, scary as heck. So I'm glad he was okay after that, but I can imagine how painful it would be for Piastri to just watch the championships slip away, especially after the things that have gone on over the season, considering that McLaren has done some interesting things.
Listen, I'll say it for the end of the year. It's fine. Ferrari's now 4th in the championship, though.
I'm honestly surprised they're in 4th.
I mean, McLaren's obviously first. Mercedes have looked great the last half of the year, figuring out their car. I would say Red Bull, but Max Verstappen has, gone to third in the constructors. And then you have Ferrari in fourth. It's not a good year from them. They don't have a win. They can't figure anything out. Their drivers are clearly pissed off. And the drivers are the ones getting the blame now from the fucking, what was he, president?
John Elkann.
Is that his title, president?
Yeah.
So yeah, like it's absolutely nuts to shit on your drivers.
Yeah.
And tell them to maybe talk less, drive more, right? Like,
what does that even mean? But dude, like talking is part of their job.
Yeah, Aaron Burr, shut up. Like, see, Hamilton reference?
That was a good one.
Thank you. But like, I don't understand what you're trying to accomplish by saying that. By basically just going after your drivers. Like, are you expecting them to be like, oh, he's right?
Mm-hmm.
We do need to focus more on track.
Ferrari's inability to accept criticism kind of reminds me of some other big sports teams in the world who have gotten to a point where they are too big for themselves, and it's all about, protecting the brand. Well, it's Ferrari. It's one of the biggest sports franchises in the world, and everything has to be about the brand. Yeah, you're going to tell your drivers to talk less because you want to save face, make everything look good. Are you going to tell your drivers maybe don't do those, advertising gigs or promotional stuff? Of course you're not going to tell your drivers not to do that because that also promotes Ferrari. And Ferrari probably gets a chip back from that.
Oh, 100%.
But you just don't want them to fucking criticize the shitbox. As Niki Lauda said. So, I think that's such a stupid thing to say that. I think Ferrari's culture is broken.
Yeah.
Fred Vasseur cannot fix it because it comes from above him.
Yeah.
And when a team is run from a boardroom and not from the racetrack, you get Alpine.
Ugh, yeah. Which, no, yeah. Yeah. They have not had a great
Their last
season whatsoever.
They are not
points.
even
Terrible.
close to being ninth.
They are so bad this year. Yeah. Ugh. I don't think it's they're not in a good situation, and it just, if they don't fix their culture, it's never going to get better. You can switch up the drivers however you like, but they're just going to walk into a situation that's already rotting from the inside out.
Yeah, now the rumor is they're going to replace Hamilton with Behrman.
I mean, okay. Wouldn't hate that, but I also don't think it's Lewis's fault.
But you're going to tell me Hamilton's the problem. The 7-time world champion is the fucking problem?
The only guy who has any semblance of a win this year.
Yeah.
He's the problem because he's talking too much.
Yeah.
Maybe you should listen more.
So ridiculous.
Because I think he knows what he's talking about.
I think part of it too is probably Lewis is trying to help them design this car better, but they just don't want to listen. What are you guys doing? You're not going to find success if you're not listening to the person who's driving the car. I don't think necessarily Leclerc has that same level of experience where he can diagnose the issues the same way that Lewis can.
I think Leclerc is so fucking checked out this season.
Yeah, that's fair.
Historically, even when Ferrari has a bad car, what is Leclerc been always great at? Qualifying. He will put in
True.
random one laps out of nowhere and be in the top 3.
Yeah.
He hasn't.
But then
done
come
that.
race day.
Yeah, then come race
No.
day follows the order. But there is no pace in this Ferrari. Like, there is nothing.
Yeah. I mean,
And-
there are rumors that he's looking elsewhere, right?
But, like, this is the whole thing. Because Ferrari's entire thing for the 2025 season was they completely redesigned the car that came second in the constructors last year. They swapped push rod for pull rod. Like, in the suspension, they changed everything up. I think they rebuilt pretty much the entire package. What McLaren did was, okay, we have this thing that works. Let's make it better.
Yeah.
Ferrari went, damn, we came second. They have a thing that works. We're going to try to copy what they did. But you're not taking any of the fucking knowledge you've gained to get to that point. So
No.
they're just saying, okay, maybe that works, but we're Ferrari, so we can do it better. And you can't. You're 4th. Now, maybe Ferrari literally does not give a fuck about this year.
I mean, yeah.
They are
With
perfectly,
new regulations coming?
they are perfectly happy to finish 4th next year, get more development time and more wind tunnel time than the other big 3 they're going to be fighting against. They may be perfectly happy just being like, you know what? Sure. Have this season, guys. It doesn't count. We'll have you for the next 5 years. This is me trying to rationalize the Ferrari behavior. Do I think they actually care about that? No. Because they're telling their driver, shut up and drive.
Yeah. Like, clearly they think the car is better than it actually is.
Anyway,
So they're delusional.
yes. They're worse than you.
Yeah, so true.
Fully snorted the hopium.
Anyway, any other F1 news this week that we missed? Is there anything else besides that?
I mean, the like F1 Las Vegas and Disney merch collab is coming.
There's a Las Vegas Disney merch collab?
Yeah.
That
F1
was
and
announced
Disney.
a while ago.
Now I gotta find this.
Honestly, the merch kind of looks meh, to be honest. Like, it's not that great. I don't think
Making
I would
Friends
spend
collaboration
money.
was back in May.
Yeah, but I haven't seen the merch.
Where was it? Was on Instagram, but it's like jackets and stuff, but it doesn't.
Okay,
me
that's
see.
okay. It's on Disney Store. There's under the collection F1.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
Here's the thing. Mickey and Friends as a hat that kind of has the very old style racing basic design. Actually like that. That looks kind of fun. The Pirelli tire that says Mickey and making it the mouse ears. Honestly, kind of fun.
Yeah.
Everything else could not care for.
Yeah.
Meh.
I didn't know what they were with the collaboration, but I don't know.
Is this a bad time to mention
I
that
don't
Disney used to have a racetrack?
I actually knew that. So sad. Why can't I find whatever? Anyway, I'm giving. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think Charles Leclerc's merch will do much better.
I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't have it. You just shut up and drive.
Got engaged. No, don't focus on off track. Focus on track.
On track.
Anyway, okay, so that's fun.
Yeah.
Disney merch, sure. Anything else from? Yeah, not a whole lot else.
No, there wasn't really much.
In terms of the F1 stuff.
You say you didn't want to talk about Piastri's penalty?
Listen, that's been a call all year. I hate it. I really think it's a 50-50 kind of squeeze in the guy at the inside. But at the same time, they've had that where if you're the, third guy in, you should be first guy out. So
I was going to say, this is sadly something that we all wanted, was the black and white rules.
Yeah.
And this is one situation where we can look at it and say, yeah, I don't know if we should have the black and white rules.
Let's
That's
go
not
back.
wrong. Yeah.
Go back.
Because, like, the context around the fact that Antonelli basically got jumped by both Leclerc and Piastri. And it's not like Piastri made a lunge, like a Max Verstappen 2016 style lunge down the inside. He made a move. Antonelli arguably kind of reacted trying to stay ahead because, again, you got a really shit jump.
Yeah.
And Piastri just locked up. It's more of a racing incident. But when you have the black and white rules, no, he broke the rules. So,
yeah.
Chalk it up to let's change the rule again until next time.
That's fair.
Yeah. Also, Piastri, now you know. Just say fuck it and go, because then as long as your front tire is along his mirror, it's not your fault.
Exactly.
Though, to be fair, Antonelli did also have a little more space than I think he thought.
He could have given more on the outside, and Leclerc
Could have given a little.
Leclerc also wishes he gave more to the outside. Okay, so
yeah,
it is unfortunate for him.
It is what it is.
But not
either
a whole
way,
lot.
Lando Norris.
Was it not a whole lot of
Either way.
news else?
Yeah, either way,
Not
Lando
really.
Norris walks out of Brazil with 36 extra points over Piastri. Can't remember what the difference is to
Max?
Verstappen, but he is sort of where Leclerc was 2 weeks ago, of not mathematically out, but he done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
49 points out, so
Also,
we pray for a Lando Norris crash
just for
to
the
bring
lulls,
both of
like,
them.
just to make it interesting.
Yeah.
just to have some fun for the final, three races?
Three.
Well, we're already down to 3 races.
3 to go. We're mid-November. Like, come on. It's been a long year.
Yeah.
It has been a long year.
I also just reiterate one of my favorite drivers of all time who commented on the whole Ferrari thing. Juan Pablo Montoya.
What do you say?
The sooner Ferrari listens to Hamilton about how to improve the car, the better it'll be for them in the long term.
Yay. We love to see it.
Yeah.
The one time in F1 where we need more British input and some British bias.
Juan Pablo Montoya's not British, though.
No. I'm saying in Ferrari is where they need more British input and British bias.
That is fair. They're too. The Brits are too busy just like salivating over Norris winning the championship. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so true.
And the Ferraris shall continue to Italian.
alas.
Yep.
I was gonna say, in terms of other racing news stuff, did you see the new Chevrolet body for NASCAR?
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah. So the Chevy is getting rid of the Chevy they had last year and bringing in a brand new car body that they're going to be doing for this year. I will just send it over to you guys right now.
I got it pulled up now.
Yeah, but it's just more fun when I do it this way.
Okay, fair. It looks okay.
There you go, Taylor. Sent it over to you.
We are checking.
I mean,
Okay.
No one's on top.
Anyone actually want to fucking
Just, like-
say it's the exact same?
Yeah.
I cannot tell you the
I was like, I
difference.
don't- I was like,
the exhaust is a little bit further forward.
I don't know. I'm
I
just
guess.
Looking at the picture, that's the one thing. The splitter's a little different.
Toyota and Ford rocked it when they brought new bodies. There was big changes, big design. Chevy, the exact same.
Copy paste.
So
That's funny.
I literally think they moved the exhaust, and that's the only thing
I
There's
love-
not a lot there.
I love unveilings that are just the exact same thing as what was before.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
what
hope-
is the point?
I hope you're ready for nothing.
For nothing.
I love how the first comment on the Reddit post is that one grandfather wearing a checkered shirt, and the thing he got for either his birthday or
Was it
Christmas
checkered
is
shirt?
the exact same checkered shirt. And he's just holding it up, showing it's the exact same.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yep.
real
that's
creative
funny.
there, Chevy. That was a real Control C, Control V kind of thing going on there.
Yeah. But yeah, outside of like the splitter and the exhaust location, I don't.
There
That's
really is
it.
not a whole lot different there.
No. They cut a hole in the windshield, it looks like,
Okay.
for some reason.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. One other race to talk about that happened over this weekend was Macau.
Yes. Yes. It did happen. And I think Sebastian Weldon had something happen in his race. Was it F4?
Yes, the F4 race. Weldon looked fucking great.
He did look great until he binned it.
No, he didn't. He didn't bin it.
Oh. Did he bin it during something else then?
I don't.
Maybe it was qualifying
Maybe it was
or something else.
Because when I watched the race, he started 15th.
Okay, so maybe it was before, like it was during qualifying or something that
Yeah.
happened, and then no, in the race he looked fantastic.
He started 15th, finished 4th.
Good for him.
The last 2 laps finished under safety car. He probably would have had it.
Yeah.
So
he had incredible pace.
Yeah. The worst one was for the Frenchman or French kid, Ryan Caretti, who was like first or second fighting for it, and he was the crash that brought out the final safety car. Oh, it was heartbreaking because there you see the truck there picking up, and he is just hunched over on the side.
Oh.
Like you could see him, like his helmet's on, but you can see through his body language, he is sobbing. There's like, so can someone
Poor
go give?
kid.
Can someone give that kid a hug?
Oh, yeah, that's heartbreaking. When they're so like, because they're so young, right?
Yes.
In F4, and it's just like they're trying to make a name for themselves. They're trying to move up and trying to get to that pinnacle of racing, right?
This could
And
be
it's
their
just
biggest break.
so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh,
So-
poor kid.
So that was a tough one to see, but yeah, Macau was fun. It's still one of the stupidest races in the world on that track.
Did
So-
you like watch any of it live? When was
No,
it?
I caught the
In the
replays.
wee hours
I,
of the morning?
I tried to catch some of the qualifying live for some of the other races. Like, would catch them, watch them, then do things, and forget I had it on.
Mhm.
So I did try. I just was, busy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a good race. I just wanted to shout out Sebastian Weldon. So, I think for the rest of the episode, we shall use this time to talk about the IndyCar season. Give finally our
Yes.
2025 IndyCar review.
What a
I don't
season it
remember what
was.
happened. Hello has beaten my brain on this.
Congratulations, Alex Palou, again. What a dominant year he had.
Was this a better season than last year?
I feel like last year was more competitive. At least it felt more competitive because we
was.
had a championship that went down to like the last few races.
In theory, yes.
I was gonna say, when you say was this year better, for Alex Palou it was. He had
True.
he went
Very
from
true.
what was it, 544 to 711 points. He went from
Palou had a near perfect season.
He went from 2 wins
Yeah.
to 8 wins. He went from 263 laps led to 778.
And a 500 win.
Yes, that's the big one.
And that, yes, the one thing that you could knock him on of his oval racing.
Yeah.
He finally got a win.
He won 2 oval races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like just
but
to recap this season as a whole, we went through the first 9 races of this year with only 2 people winning.
That's crazy. But I mean, it's also like, that's like an F1 season where like Max Verstappen is just dominating. That was like F1 for the last 4 years.
Yeah, and then the last 8 races had 6 different winners. That's normal IndyCar right there.
Which, yes, exactly. So like the latter half of the IndyCar season felt more entertaining to watch, or like more competitive than the front half of it, which is like weird to say too, because it's like it's such a short season.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But
like it's crazy to think about. Like 2025 IndyCar is really a tale of 2 seasons, I would say. Like the first half is just Palou dominating, and when Palou wasn't winning, Kirkwood won. Okay. Second half was true IndyCar randomness. Anyone could win. But no one, I think, paid attention to the anyone could win part of it, because it's like, well, Palou has the championship.
Mhm.
But that also kind of made it more fun because you didn't care for the championship. You just enjoyed the races.
yeah, we had some really good races.
There were. Portland was pretty fun. Nashville was a fantastic season finale. Final
North America.
I was gonna say
Yep.
final Toronto race for like the last half of the season.
Yeah, the final turn.
I know. I'm sorry.
just a moment.
Still weird to say that.
Yeah, the Toronto race was a good one. It was a good season. Despite the dominance, it was a good season, and I still think that IndyCar is one of the most like fun racing series to watch.
And I think most people would agree with that. That yeah, despite the dominance by Palou, it was still a fun season, and you had interesting storylines. I want to say up and down the grid, besides the championship.
Mhm.
Like obviously, Palou winning is a great one. I'm gonna give you names, and I just want you to say the first thing that comes to your head for this year for them. Okay. Scott Dixon.
Still good.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yes. Because he still gets a win this year. He put in some great
Yep.
performances. 3rd in the championship. Incredible. Will Power.
Still got it.
Yes. He was
Crazy.
the best Penske driver of the season.
Yes,
Leaving.
that's what I was gonna say. Penske #1.
Yeah.
And leaves.
Penske #1 and is leaving. I am looking forward to seeing what he does at Andretti.
Honestly.
Very
same.
much looking forward to seeing that.
Okay, here's an Andretti one for you. Kyle Kirkwood.
Road King.
Good. Solid.
I think Kirkwood's season really was like a first half, second half. If you look at his second half stats, oh my God, Kirkwood was terrible. Like Iowa onwards, finished 26th, 18th, 6th, 16th, 20th, 12th, 6th.
So up and down.
But that's a really rough ending to the season. And he still finished 4th in the championship.
So that's still a pretty solid season. Like even though the latter half of it was not so great.
He gets more consistency. He is the top American of the series.
Mhm.
Or we talk about the other potential top American in the series, David Malukas.
Ah, yes. Moving to Penske.
Moving to Penske.
So we shall see.
He is also had I thought, a very up and down season. So he's going to fit in perfectly at Penske, I guess. But with flashes of like, wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. Like I think Malukas, he's kind of like he's been able to kind of like go under the radar a little bit. Like it's very up and down. He also had an injury when he was at McLaren the year before. So we'll see. But Penske had its issues this year, so we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully they don't cheat again next year.
Yeah. Well, Malukas to come second in the 500 too. Like that's also.
Oh yes, that's right.
Very good for him. Probably, couldn't tell because they're probably always talking about how great Santino Ferrucci was, but looking at you, Townsend.
Townsend, trash. Okay, what about the Weenie 500? Highlight of the year.
I was gonna ask you guys what your actual highlight of the year was. If you want to say Weenie 500, you can say the Weenie 500.
Absolutely, it's the Weenie 500. That was the funniest thing I've seen in racing all year.
I think that's fair.
However, I still think it was fixed.
We'll never
Very
know.
entertaining, though.
We'll never know.
Bring back the Weenie 500.
We'll know in 30 years when it all comes out.
But when the Weenie files come out?
Yeah. Oh, no, not the Weenie files. Release the Weenie files.
We'll just have 1 million votes on them. Representatives voting in town.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay. So
no, absolutely hilarious. Very topical. Fantastic. Oh, that made my day. Steven, your favorite part of the year? Highlight of the IndyCar season?
Part of me wants to say Road America because I don't know why that race just keeps sticking in my mind as like one of the really solid races, especially I think the ending when you saw like how far every driver stretched to get to the line. You had guys barely making the start finish, getting to turn 1, walking over to the campgrounds and just getting water and beer tucked their way so that way they can rehydrate.
Because that was Ferrucci getting the beer. I think it was Rahal getting a water and a beer.
Yeah. Like that was a fun moment.
That was a really good race.
Yeah. And like our thoughts on Ferrucci are known, but that was like, that's kind of fun.
Honestly,
that was a fun moment.
Listen, if I'm a fan there, I would throw a beer at Ferrucci. Like not like to hit him, but like I would toss him a beer after the end of the race. I would do that to almost any driver. I do not care. You just did that. You bust your ass. I see you out of a car at the end of the race. You just look exhausted and you're running over. Yeah, here, have a beer. Like, how can you not?
If you're a true fan of racing, it doesn't matter. Exactly. It doesn't matter. You give that man a beer. Or woman.
Yes. we don't have one IndyCar yet.
Not yet.
So yeah, I say fascinating. Just this season whole. I would say Toronto for me is the highlight. The last race, going there, having a good time. Crowd was good. Unfortunately, that it is the last one. And I would love to see that track come back in the future, but who knows? But on the bright side, we're moving it to Markham. So we still get a home race, even more of a home race now from me and Steven, which is hilarious.
I have to miss it.
And he's not going to be here for it, sucker.
Yep.
He has a wedding.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, well. But it'll be fun. I'll find a way to watch.
Yeah, how many marshals can we get to crash my parents' place for the Markham race this year?
If your house is up,
maybe I'll
people are looking.
I'll charge rent.
You'll charge rent. We're all looking for a place to stay. Are you gonna marshal the Markham Indy?
Yes, I'm definitely marshalling it this year.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, we'll see. Like I'm looking forward to seeing what happens I'm going to be open-minded. It's my
But yeah,
commitment for
you know,
2026.
I gotta say, it definitely has to be Toronto was my favorite part of the year because Kiffin got the podium.
Oh,
You know what though? Like, it was so good.
It was.
Still waiting for you to buy that merch.
I was looking at it
Yeah.
already. They got the Black Friday clearance sale from IndyCar. I was looking. I was looking.
I know. I was like, I'm waiting for the order confirmed email, like screenshot to be sent in our group chat.
You know, I wouldn't tell you.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
I would just show up wearing it. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and then finally would be happy that you actually held up your end of the bargain. What?
Nothing. I'm just looking at it right now.
Oh my gosh.
It's $25.
Dude.
No comment.
Add to cart.
I'm not gonna do that. I just did that. No, I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, moving on. Listen, it was a great year.
Anyway. Great year.
Would you guys want to go team by team and just talk about teams, drivers, what you guys thought?
Sure. Go for it.
Sure.
Alphabetical
Hit
order.
me.
AJ Foyt, Malukas, and Ferrucci.
I don't know. Like, I always feel like Ferrucci has like only a few good races. One of them just so happens to be the Indy 500, which we never hear the end of how great Ferrucci is, and he's the next great American driver from Townsend Bell. But I feel like a lot of the time it's like very up and down. I know he had quite a few incidents. Like, he had a few crashes this season.
Checo's your record, kind of style.
Yeah, so meh. I think Malukas did okay for being at Foyt. It's what I don't know. Like, Foyt just is one of those teams.
The fact that Malukas was just outside the top 10 but in an AJ Foyt car, pretty good.
Where was Ferrucci?
Ferrucci was 16th.
That's also not bad.
Not bad, yeah.
I think if you're in the top, if you're in the top 20, I think that's a good season.
It's winner's
That's
circle at
fair.
the very least,
Yeah.
which is what you won as an AJ Foyt driver.
Well, now when you have 27 cars full time, right?
Yep.
So if you're in the bottom 7, I think you've had a rough year. Top 20, I think you could take away positive. If you are also not a top 4 team, if you're not the McLarens, Andretti's, Ganassi, and Penske, if you're not those teams and you're in the top 20, it's a good year. I think Foyt's had a really good year. I think they've actually built very well over the last few years, like what they're doing there. They seem to be getting pace. Like, there used to be Foyt cars used to be the last cars on the grid. So,
yep.
As a team, if I'm working at Foyt, I'm coming out of this season in the off season going like, we had a pretty good year. I want to hopefully build on this for next year.
With
That's kind of what
Ferrucci and Kyle Collette.
Yes.
Yeah. So, that did get confirmed like last week. The Collette thing. Remember how it got leaked and we weren't sure if it was like in the NXT?
Leaked by the sponsor.
Yeah, and now it's like, oh no, it totally is confirmed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, AJ Foyt out of 10 for the season, I would give them 8.5.
Yeah. 8.5 seems right.
Okay.
What would you say?
Sure,
Taylor?
we'll go with that.
What would you say?
I would give them like a 7.
Yeah. I think that's fair still.
Yeah.
I feel like your 7 is very much more of like, it is what it is, versus like, I'm kind of grading on a curve here because it's Foyt.
Yeah.
Like, that's the difference.
Yeah.
Like,
So you're bell curving it.
100%.
It's a bell curved 8.
Yeah, no, I think that's totally fair. Just like how I'm going to bell
That's
curve
fair.
this team too. Andretti Global.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Andretti.
You had Kyle Kirkwood 4th, as we already said.
Mm-hmm.
Colton Herta
He had a
7th.
decent. Oh, Colton Herta.
And scroll. Marcus Ericsson 20th.
Yeah, he had a terrible season. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly, I think it's very up and down. There were some good moments for Andretti, and then they had some really not so great moments. But I don't know. I feel like next year maybe we'll see better results, hopefully. But Marcus Ericsson he got really unlucky this season. Really unlucky year for him.
You know, I'm going to give him a pass in this year. I know why he obviously, didn't do well.
Why?
Did you not see his massive wedding that he had at a few months ago?
No.
Yeah, he had a massive wedding in Italy that even made it on Vogue. I think it was the Swedish version of Vogue.
Oh, so what are you saying? He had a terrible year that was very unlucky because he was planning a wedding?
He was focused too much on the wedding. You know what they say, happy wife and all that shit. You know what I mean? All the efforts going there.
Okay.
Can't pay attention to
I'm
what's
pretty
going on
sure he has enough money from not only F1, but also his IndyCar career that he probably paid somebody to plan it for him.
Nah, way less fun that way. But yeah, I would say Andretti did not have a great season. Again, Kirkwood had a very good first half. I think Herta was kind of, I don't know. Again, mentally checked out, trying to do the whole F2 thing, figuring that out, and Ericsson just did not have a good season. So I'm expecting a big bounce back from the next year, I would say.
Yeah, I think with some renewed energy and willpower being new to the team, and I think also willpower is also very hungry for success again in IndyCar. So this is one of those things I'm really looking forward to seeing in 2026. Yeah. What will happen with Andretti, how they're going to do, most specifically, how willpower will do in a new team.
Yep. Moving on, Arrow. Actually, sorry. Wait, before we move on to Arrow, Andretti out of 10. What'd you give him? I'd give him a 6.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah,
6.
6.5.
Okay. We're all in the kind
You expect you expect more, but it wasn't hard to say it was super disastrous when you have a guy in the top 5.
And
yeah,
also having the second most wins in the year.
Yep.
Yeah.
But as I'd say Kirkwood definitely had I give him a 9 out of 10 year, even despite the back half struggles. But as a team, yeah, definitely needs to be better.
Yeah.
Arrow McLaren.
Okay.
Very similar, but better. Because you had 2 guys in the top 5 with Pato and Lundgaard. Lundgaard, I think, surprised a lot of people with how well he did.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Nolan Siegel.
Was Siegel surprising of how poor of a season he had?
Yeah.
I think people were expecting better.
Yeah, didn't expect a world beater, but top 20, top 17 should have been achievable.
I think top 20 should have been
that machinery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's 22nd. And yes, he missed one race or 2?
1.
So it doesn't help, but still.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the other, I would say, side of the garage or other 2 cars, Award, great season. You know what you're getting out of him. He is probably the hottest driver in IndyCar. Also, he drives really well. What? Come on. But no, he is probably your most popular driver. And you know what you're getting out of him.
Yeah.
Every year he's good for at least a couple wins. And he'll fight like hell, it seems, every week. Lundgaard, I think, is that up-and-comer that is kind of coming out of the blue and surprising people.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah.
I thought he had a great season. He was fun to watch.
I am really liking Lundgaard. He's growing on me.
Yeah, and I think there was a headline the other day saying like how much he's enjoying driving an IndyCar. So I feel like it's kind of like mutual. Like we are enjoying seeing him kind of rise among the ranks and find some success, but he's also very much enjoying just like driving an IndyCar. So
Yeah.
I think you can see that. Like as a fan, you can see when a driver really loves what he's doing and is enjoying the car and enjoying the racing. So excited to see where he goes next year too.
Yeah. I think as a whole, I'll give McLaren probably a 8 out of 10 year. I think, they were good. They were competitive. Two drivers looked really good.
Agreed.
Siegel, he is there as the third driver, and he is a long-term project. So,
yeah.
Yep.
Very young still. So
I was going to say he's only 20, 21.
Yeah.
Just
What?
turned 21 like a week ago too.
Oh, so he can legally drink now?
Yes.
The States?
As of 10 days ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was saving all his good performances for next year so that way he could actually celebrate.
That's fair.
That's what we'll
That's
go with.
nuts.
Quick honorable mention for McLaren to mention Kyle Larson in his IndyCar attempt.
An attempt was made.
An attempt was made. Try again next year.
Yeah, not so easy there, is it, Kyle? So,
No.
yeah, if only someone could wreck in the last lap and just give you the win.
I'm just not over it. But anyway.
Nope. Moving on. Chip Ganassi Racing.
Oh, Chip. I mean, how can we say that it was a bad year?
How could
Palou
you be
got the championship.
unhappy with that? Honestly,
It was a fantastic year for Chip Ganassi Racing.
like I think Chip Ganassi Racing had the best season, not only because of Palou's dominance. Dixon shows he still has
Dixon.
it. Kiffin Simpson is not looking like a clown. He actually kind of looks like he belongs.
Yes, I think this was his second season in IndyCar, right?
Yes.
Yes, you can definitely tell how much he's improved over the last year.
For the
And
record,
good for him. Like
he's also 21.
And just turned 21 after the season because
Yeah.
his birthday was in October.
That's just nuts. Anyway,
So you compare him and Siegel, and I don't know. I'm kind of thinking Ganassi may have fucking figured something out here.
yep.
Yeah, like he had the podium, but
Yep.
it wasn't like, oh, he just sort of lucked into a podium. There was a lot of like, especially on the street courses. I think it was Long Beach.
He had the fastest lap.
Him and Stingray Robb though, like, were in their position on merit based on strategy.
Yep.
And they like it was not like eventually they'll get out of the way, they'll fall back down the order and go to like 20th. No, it was like if they get some flags here, they could be in contention for a podium here.
Yeah, he
That was
had
like third race of the season.
Simpson had 3 top 5s.
That's like incredible. Good for him.
I don't think you
I
would
love
have
to see
guessed
it.
that going into the year.
No, he
There's a
looked pretty strong.
There's a reason you said that you would buy merch. 'Cause you didn't think it would happen.
There was a reason.
I know, right? So
And
anyway,
also, it wasn't just like you would buy merch if he won a race. It was if he podiums.
yes.
So-
yeah, like, 'cause what are the odds of that happening? Yeah. And the fact he did it in Toronto, fantastic. So I would give Chip Ganassi a 10 out of 10 on the year.
Yeah, they had a really great year.
You won the 500 too. Like you couldn't
Yep.
have a more perfect year, I feel.
Yeah.
Dale
The only
Coyne
thing
Racing.
maybe
Oh,
I was
no,
just saying
continue.
quickly. The only thing would be if Palou actually had a good got to that 9th win
Yeah.
and really challenged for the single season record.
Okay, so 9.5 from Steven.
No. I'm not saying that. Like that's the only way you could have gotten more out of this season is by setting a single season record.
Fair enough.
True.
So
Dale Coyne Racing.
VK was really good.
Yeah.
Jacob Abel
Yeah.
had the best livery at one point with that Miller High Life car.
That is true. So
I like Abel didn't have a great rookie season. There isn't a whole lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus
I will say
there.
VK had a good enough year. He's leaving Dale Coyne, going to Juncos. So
Hmm.
yeah, I will say I think as a team as a whole, you probably expected a little more. VK coming 14th at Dale Coyne, I think is a good year.
Considering he
Yeah.
signed in February,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Abel,
A very abbreviated offseason.
Abel being last, kind of hurts. I'd give him as a whole probably maybe a 6.5. You know, there's.
I was gonna say
you
Yeah.
had- I would say I was just being a little more positive on the VK side, but he is leaving, so that does kind of hurt. And do we know who he's getting replaced with yet?
No.
Dale, you were supposed
don't
to
think
announce.
so.
You were supposed to let us know, Dale,
Well,
by
he's got
Halloween.
Dennis. He's got Dennis Hauger. He's got
Dale.
one.
Yeah, but it's like
Dale.
one.
Well, and the
The
good thing with that is
promise.
that I was gonna say the good thing that with that is that it comes with a technical partnership with Andretti, so
That is true.
helps out. Will depend on who the second driver is, though.
That is very, very true.
So we'll see. Maybe it won't go until February. There's lots of options out there. So
All right, and Abel also
Yeah.
did not qualify for the 500.
Oh yeah.
He
but
was
again, that
bummed.
was like first time you got guys like Kyle Larson coming in for their second run at it.
Yeah.
Not really surprising. We saw it happen with Siegel last year.
That's fair.
True.
It usually is a rookie.
Yeah. Ed Carpenter.
Very good year, I'd say, considering the expectations going into the season. Right? Like this team is not typically it's not a top 4 team. Let's leave it at that. But
No.
Rasmussen looked good.
The emergence of Rasmussen is, I think,
Especially as an oval driver.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would going into this, like you watch him drive at Daytona in the 24-hour, and it's like, okay, yeah, this guy knows how to work a road course in a road car.
Yep.
That translates over a little bit. He knows what to do. The fact that he's now like, dude, short ovals.
Short oval
This guy's
ace?
a problem. This guy's
Yeah.
a problem on short ovals.
Yeah.
I am very excited to watch him next year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he got the win for him. So for Ed Carpenter to get a win of the year, great for the team. And yeah, I would say 13, 15 is kind of where you would expect them to be. I would have guessed beginning of the year, maybe Rossi would have finished ahead. But again, yeah, Rasmussen being that short oval just dog. Making... I don't know how he hauls his balls around in that car. Like, he would make moves that were just insane. Like, around the
Yeah.
outside, stuff it up the middle. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, had a really good year. Was maybe a little checkers or records at sometimes.
A little bit, but
But, yeah, I
keeps
agree.
us entertained.
And they're both coming back next year.
Yep.
So, I think if you're an Ed Carpenter, that's like an 8 out of 10 year, and you're building off that for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8, maybe even a 9, depending on how I want it to go.
Yep.
But like again, Ed Carpenter teams have not been the strongest outside of ovals over the last few years. So
They're building like an all-around team there, it seems.
well, so last year, so just for reference, last year when Rasmussen was a rookie, he was 22nd. VK was 13th. Year before, you had Connor Daly, Ryan Hunter Ray splitting for 25th and 26th.
Yeah.
That's probably like what 17th through 20th maybe in there, 14th for VK. Like they brought the second car up essentially. They brought the floor up on their team.
Also, shout out for them for having the matching car liveries in the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
The blue and they had probably one of the best looking cars, like car teams on the year, for being like recognizable. I think they did a great job. Moving on to Yunkos.
Yunkos.
Daly and
I have to
Stingray
remind
Rob.
myself we've been drove. Oh,
Totally
yes.
forgot.
Okay, well, I mean, they were there. I think Connor Daly had a decent year.
Daly performed on the ovals where you would expect him to. He definitely helped that team there.
Yes. Yeah, Stingray Rob is Stingray Rob.
Yeah.
You don't really expect much. And I think he lived up to that.
I'd kind of give him a 6 out of 10 because I don't really have a lot of notes, but I'm not expecting a lot from them either.
Yeah. Like,
yeah,
again,
exactly.
there was times where I'm like, oh, Stingray's up here on merit. Didn't convert on anything really, but had moments where he's like, he's in the top 10, looks decent.
Yep. Again, Daly finished in the top 20, and if you're a back marker team, you want a guy in the top 20, so that's good there. But yeah, just as a whole, yeah, probably 6. I'd give one like a 8 out of 10, and probably give the other a 4 out of 10. So we'll combine it in the middle and go 6 out of 10.
There you
Yep.
go.
Yep, that's fair.
Meyershank.
Marshank had a good year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
6 and 8.
Rosenquist coming out as being just like...
Yeah.
And I would say, I think with Marcus Armstrong, you didn't expect a lot from him.
No,
Like,
the
you knew he
cast
was
off
good,
from
but,
Ganassi.
Yeah, like you knew he was good. And same I would say with like Rosenquist. Like you knew these guys were good, but you didn't know how good. And then you kind of didn't know how they would gel with Meyershank. Honestly, pretty damn well, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, they're both in the top 10.
Yep.
I would say it's a pretty darn good season for them.
I think Shank cements itself as just like, if they're not the big 4, then they're 5. They are the
They're the
fifth best
fifth
team.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
are the separator from the top dogs who you expect to win and the midfield.
Which is wild to say considering they beat every single Penske driver.
I know. But what do you expect? Like, you know what I mean? They didn't get a win.
Yeah, like
They
I
didn't get a win.
I don't expect that. Yeah, don't expect that to be the case next year. Which is like, I mean, if they repeat it, then yeah, they are. It's now a top 5 teams versus a top 4.
Yeah,
but
which would be actually awesome to have 5 teams all competing every year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd give them.
Get ECR up there too.
I'd give them an 8. I think it's a good
Yeah.
year.
I was
but like,
leaning at 8.
if they had the win, I'd give it a 9. Or if they had like the 500 win, I'd be like a 10.
Yeah.
Because
like throw in a few more podiums.
like we didn't expect much from them, right? Like
No.
but they just
Well,
they
again,
were
it's
always there.
cast-offs.
Yeah, and they were
Right?
just always there. They were just always competitive. Like
It's a misfit team.
it really feels like that sometimes. So yeah, we'll give them an 8. Prema. One hit wonder of a team.
Are they? They're like still floundering for financial
They
support
are
for next year, right?
floundering for financial support is the great way to describe that. Yes, they are not closing shop and saying they're done, but they're looking for help. They're
looking for help.
They're trying to figure out how they can run the team. Yes.
Yeah, I think Prema had good moments that were like few and far between. Like I think Schwartzman getting pole at the Indy 500 was probably their top moment of the entire season.
Oh,
Easily.
definitely.
And they had glimpses.
Easily.
They had glimpses of having some good moments, but like most of it was like Prema kind of performed, I think, how we thought they might perform. Being the first season.
Yeah. I mean, they had what? 6 top 10s?
Yeah, like it wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. Like it wasn't a flop of a season. They had some good moments, but like again, I think I think they performed probably how we expected it to go.
If you look at their actual race records over the season, they improved so much.
Which is good.
Like, Cal Milet didn't break 20 until halfway through the season, and then he finished with 4 out of 5 top 10s.
That's pretty good.
They got
out of the
better.
last 5. I was gonna say out of the last 7, 3 of those were ovals, and that's where he didn't do as well, which is not overly surprising.
Yeah.
And Schwartzman, again, he also got 2 top 10s, which isn't good for him, and he got the 500 pole.
Yeah, and the 2 top 10s were on ovals.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
for a
So
guy
it
who
balances
has
each
not
other out.
I was gonna say, for a guy who has not raced ovals,
Yeah,
pretty
so
damn good.
if they can figure out their financing, if they're back next year, I would love to see that, because I do think they actually were pretty fun on the grid. I loved walking through the paddock and their paddock
style.
setup. Yes, the F1 European style with 2 cars either side.
Yeah.
Looked great. They had like the wall in the back. I think they
That-
brought a cool little vibe, I think, to the IndyCar paddock.
Yep.
So
Going
I
them
would
like a 6.5, 7.
I'd go 7, I think. Low expectations.
Yeah, I think 7 is
good
fair.
moments.
Getting
First
any
season.
semblance, getting any sort of
Only
semblance
season.
of success is a win.
Yeah. Okay, 2 more to go. Rahal Lanigan. Nope, Rahal Letterman Lanigan. Wrong L first. RLL.
RLL.
Rough.
Yeah.
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 Scrolling down. Where the fuck is RLL?
Yeah, it's like,
Dude, they had a terrible year. They are only held up by the, I don't know, ghost of Bobby Rahal's talent.
yeah, it's was not a good season whatsoever.
Like, Graham is Graham. He's like the grandfather of the sport now, which is hilarious. He's only 36.
Oh my gosh.
I know he doesn't feel that old, but he's been just around forever. Like, I feel like Graham Rahal's best years were like 10 years ago, which they were. Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
you ever noticed there's not many like drivers or anything that are like our age?
No, there's sort of a weird gap.
There is such a weird gap of like the late 30s and like the early to mid 20s is everyone. There's no one in that like 28 to 32 range. The mid 90s kids got fucked.
That's so odd.
I blame 2008.
Yeah, that's actually fair.
That probably is fair.
It's
Yeah.
actually, someone should do a study on that.
That'd actually be interesting. Being like, what happened to the zillennial
What
race
happened to this
racers?
generation of drivers? Like, they just don't exist.
Well, nope. I'm just trying to look right now. I was like, okay, who's back of the grid? Maybe one of them are like towards us. Yeah, Stingray Rob. Nope, he's 24. Damn it. Anyway.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. Even Stingray Rob.
Louis Foster, 22. Damn. Like, literally, there's nothing.
Wow. Everybody's like so young or older.
Scott McLaughlin's 32. He's close.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of. We'll take it.
Find me a 30-year-old, please.
Might be asking too much.
I don't
I don't
think
think
there's a 30-year-old.
Kirkwood's 27. Erickson? He's 35.
That's what I mean.
He's 35? What the heck?
Hello's 28.
Ferrucci's 27. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This like 29, 30, 31 age group, like the 94 to 96s do not seem to be anywhere. It is the weirdest thing.
Connor Daly's 33. How old's Rosenquist? Rosenquist's 34.
I'm telling you, we
Armstrong's too young.
just don't
Rahal.
exist.
Yeah. Newgarden's 34.
Jack Harvey's 32, born 93.
Sheesh.
Oh my
Telling ya.
gosh. Wow. Okay.
Cal Larson, 33.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's
That
a weird.
is-
It's a weird hole.
That is weird. I think you'd find one somewhere.
Race car drivers.
Okay. Anyway,
Born.
we're almost
Um,
done. We're almost
I was
done.
gonna say just for Ray
Isn't there
Hall.
like one more team?
Ray Hall, ass, Devlin.
We didn't even want to talk about Ray Hall. We just went on a
Well,
tangent somewhere else. They had that bad of a year.
Yeah, I will say they at least had the highlight of having Louis Foster win Rookie of the Year. They won something. Also, what the fuck is with Road America and having the most random rookie get a pole the last 2 years?
That is true. That has been random.
Louis Foster this year, Linus Lundqvist last year. I don't get it.
Good question.
Did anybody weird do it? Colton Herta. No, so not weird.
Okay. Anyway, final team, Team Penske. Oh wait, sorry, Ray Hall. 3 out of 10 because they had
Sure.
3
3 out of 10.
drivers.
Yeah.
DC
Penske.
don't care.
Penske, don't cheat.
Oh, I'll give them 2 cheaters out of 3.
Yeah.
I would say rough year for them. I think as a whole for Penske.
Mhm.
You did not have anybody competing for the championship. Your best driver was Will Power, who then left.
And you
You
let him
didn't
go.
want to sign him.
Yep. And the
Yeah.
driver you thought was your best driver didn't get a win until the end of the year.
Very last race. And his home
So-
track, I guess. But
Yeah.
definitely, yeah. Not a whole lot else to add to Penske. We kind of cover them, so I'll give a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, 4 out of 10. Do better.
Yeah.
I think we all expect better of Penske.
Yeah, the cheating
Yeah.
scandal really
So-
sucked.
Yeah.
A lot of off track bullshit from this team this year.
Yeah.
The cheating, the willpower shit.
Yeah.
On the bright side, so the season was the very first season with Fox, right?
Yes.
And, how do we feel with the coverage, with where the, I guess, series is going? Because clearly there was, quite a lot of growth, I think, in terms of the fan numbers. Indycar did get the biggest racing audience, race of the year in the Indy 500.
For a single event.
Yes. The Indy 500 was the most watched race this year.
So beat out
Which is
Coke
fantastic.
600, beat
Daytona
out
500.
Daytona 500, beat out Monaco. Trying to think of other big races, but either way, beat
Yeah.
them all.
That's fair. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
IndyCar on everything else was kind of competing with Xfinity in terms of numbers, with Xfinity winning more times than not. Xfinity averaged just about 1 million. IndyCar was 700.
Okay.
But a couple IndyCar races went above. So
I think it's getting better than in past years. I mostly enjoyed the coverage. I thought Will Buxton was a fantastic ad.
I really
With
like him and Hinch.
Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
I love him and Hinch. Honestly, could take or leave Townsend Bell. Don't really listen to anything he says anyway. Mostly because if he says anything about Ferrucci, I just tune out. But I thought that Buxton and Hinch had fantastic chemistry.
I
It made it
I find Townsend too old.
even more enjoyable. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's fair.
And he doesn't have a whole lot to really talk about.
Yeah,
He was
that's
never a
fair.
top driver. If I had my way, I would replace him with I don't know, someone else from that era that maybe has more charisma. Okay, how much of a fun booth would this be? Hear me out. Hinchcliffe, Townsend Bell, Simon Pagenaud.
You mean Will Buxton instead of Townsend
Ooh.
Bell?
Oh yeah, sorry, Hinchcliffe, Will Buxton, Simon Pagenaud.
I was gonna say
Ooh.
I want to replace Bell. Here's Bell.
Yeah.
That would be. I would enjoy that. That would be good. I think that
That'd
would
be
be a really
good.
good booth.
Yeah, I liked Jack Harvey on the
Oh, that's you.
on the grid.
Yeah.
Him doing his own little version of grid walk. He talks the way he talks. Just something worked well, of the drier British tone. I think.
That's fair.
Right.
I would say looking over like the numbers for the year also for IndyCar. The worst. Do you know what the worst race was of the year for IndyCar in terms of viewership?
Toronto.
No,
Oh, okay. I thought because that was the only Peacock one, right?
no. Toronto
no?
was on Fox. Toronto
I thought it was
was
Oh, I'm thinking of the last year.
1, 2, 3.
I'm thinking of the last year.
Toronto was 9th, so pretty much kind of dead in the middle.
Okay.
That's
No,
not
I'd
bad.
take that.
You'd be shocked at the worst one.
Was it like Long Beach or St. Petersburg?
It was Long Beach.
Wow,
Wow, really?
that
Do-
is surprising.
But do you know why?
Why?
Because of what it went up against.
What did it go up against?
The Masters.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that'll
No,
do it.
that makes sense.
Did you know the
That
Masters
tracks.
was the number one watch sport of the summer?
Not
In
surprised.
terms of ratings, it had like 12 million viewers for the Masters, for the Sunday
Yeah.
Masters.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because Rory could do it, and he's been like,
And it was cuz Rory.
that was a whole thing.
100%.
Yeah, because Rory.
Yeah. So, anyway, I would kind of
was gonna say,
expect
yeah.
that to go up next year.
like I think the best way you can sum up TV for IndyCar right now is that
I think
you know the cable cars. I was gonna say, you know the cable cars that you go up or like a ski lift.
Yeah, gondola.
Yeah, any kind of those where it's just sort of slow moving on a slight incline. NASCAR's on the way down, and IndyCar's just slowly sort of passing it, going on the way up. Like the numbers aren't massive jumps, but IndyCar's heading in the right direction, I feel like. Whereas NASCAR, we've talked about how it's like slowly just fading
But
and
not
fading
just
and
that,
fading.
though. Look at F1 2 with their new TV deal next year.
Yep.
They're off
Yeah, true.
TV. They're streaming only with Apple.
True.
So
Yep.
And IndyCar and Fox bought an IndyCar this year. That was big news. IndyCar is in a very good position to build off 2025. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, I think this season for IndyCar, you have to look as a whole and say, you know what? Yeah, domination by Polo could have been maybe more competitive, yada yada. But at the end of the day, this series is moving in the right direction. And there is a lot of momentum going with it to build with it. And yeah, I would expect it to grow in the next 5 years. Get a new car in there too, and you might be challenging F1 numbers now, and maybe you're putting some pressure on NASCAR.
Yep. Well, and next year, their schedule's a lot better to start, where they can build some momentum with. So you got St. Petersburg and its usual spot, but where they'd usually have those breaks, they've got Phoenix in collaboration with NASCAR, which will be good. You got Arlington, and that's the first 3 weeks of March. You have Alabama at Barber. You get a long break in between, but then at least you've already had 4 races. I can sort of sit with it and be like, okay, I've had 4 races. I'm okay taking a bit of a break, knowing that they went 4 weeks straight, or 3 weeks on, 1 week off, and then another race. Do 1 race in Long Beach, and then I have month of May.
Yeah, I actually really like where IndyCar is kind of positioned right now.
Yeah, they got a much better schedule next year, and the summer isn't packed together where you're racing like 5 out of 6 weekends.
Honestly, it's also freaking hilarious that Markham is the 4th last race, well, the 3rd last race weekend.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a bit of a bitch to drive around, going from Nashville, Portland. I guess they got a good break in between Nashville and Portland, but Portland to Markham to Milwaukee.
Nah, that's not so bad.
I personally
worse.
think they should switch the Markham and Milwaukee dates, partially for my own benefit, partially because it makes more sense travel-wise.
Oh yeah, to go the next week from Markham to fucking Monterey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, going across the whole country.
Well, no, okay, but at least then, okay, or switch Portland and Markham. It makes more sense to go straight north from Nashville and then go finish out on the West Coast.
Nah. Portland to Markham is a 1 week drive. Like that, you can drive that in 5 days. That'd be no problem.
Yeah, but again, the whole point is you're going from the West Coast or from the Western states.
It'll be a good
Markham.
slog. It's fine.
All right.
You're just bitter that you're gonna miss it.
Yeah. That is
Just bitterness.
That is like 95% of it.
Yeah.
If only
That's
IndyCar
fair.
had a new car next year, I'd be like beyond pumped for next season. But as it is right now, I'm very excited for next season.
Agreed. Me too. Very excited to see what's going to happen. Excited to see different driver lineups. So
Yeah.
I think it's all up for IndyCar from here.
That's fair. Also, just a reminder, as you say, things are up for IndyCar. Roger Penske is currently 88 years old. Just want to leave that little tidbit in there. Moving on.
Okay. Fair enough.
Moving on. Anything else to add for this week?
I think that's enough.
Well,
We've been going for a while.
That's fair. On that note, thank you very much for listening to this week's episode. We'll be back next week to talk all things motorsports. Please remember to give us a like, help us out where you can, subscribe, all the things, give a share, and we'll be back next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Spare Parts Racing Podcast. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and follow the show on Twitter at Spare Parts Racing. That's Spare Parts RACIN, and on TikTok at Spare Parts Pod. Follow the hosts at Sean Chavarella, at Stephen Clary, and at Tay Moore.